So a whole bunch of people have asked about our camper setup, so I thought I'd give you a quick tour of how I built it and how it works for us. We're right next to the river, somewhere in the middle of New York State. So let's start with the car. Come on this way. So we keep all of our food in the car. That way when we're gone for the day, hiking, whatever, the food is with us when so we can have lunch. We keep all the dry stuff and a jug with water over here, and then we have a fairly decent roto-molded cooler that we just have trays full of ice, and that keeps all of our food cold. So that stays with us everywhere we go. As far as the camper goes, I started with a 5x8 galvanized steel tilting trailer, not a tailgate trailer. The tilt trailer gives me a little better balance and puts the axle about a foot farther forward than a tailgate trailer. What we then did is built up a box so that the actual sleeping platform is 7x8, and then you'll see the direction that we sleep inside. It sleeps all four of us very well. Spare tire stays out front, toolbox with extra supplies, that's where the extension cord goes, and other stuff. Right here we have a sink table, and this makes a world of difference when it comes to doing dishes and such, because we're not, we're at campsites where we just have a water hookup and an electric hookup. The camper itself, then this is kind of outside and getting ready in the morning. We keep a 13-foot canopy. It keeps us out of the rain when we need to. It makes the rain a lot quieter at nighttime. This is just a single wall plywood roof, and it's very noisy when it rains. So this gives us a layer of sound protection and weather protection, and it's much larger than the trailer itself, so we can move it off of the trailer and cook, eat, and everything underneath the canopy. We have an air conditioner. It is an air conditioner and heating unit, similar to a house unit compared to a window unit, so it has an actual send and return. You can see with the white pipes there. So one goes in, the other comes back out. A little extension table on the top of it. We mainly cook with an induction cooktop that plugs right in. The power comes into the camper here, and then we have other receptacles for the power to come back out. We have accent lighting. This is a solar powered motion light for the nighttime, but this is where we do a lot of that. We can also cook with propane stoves on the on a picnic table. We also have another fold-up table inside in the storage unit for right now. Inside the camper simply opens up, and you can take a look inside there. We have plenty of room for all four of us. I sleep on the far left, and then Dana and the two girls, since they aren't quite so tall, we have plastic dresser type units that hold all of our clothing, as well as some of the colder weather clothing just hangs on bungees and stuff. We have the lights are all on dimmers, USB chargers for all of our camera gear and phones and all of that. So that's where we sleep inside. Around the back we have a record of all of the fun places we've been so far. Quick pan shot of that. And then underneath we are able to store everything. So inside we've got 5 foot by 8 foot by about 13 inches tall. We have our camp chairs, laundry basket. This is a mat for when we're not on a nice concrete patio. Most of the things store in these large tubs that can shove way up. The canopy fits all under here. One last thing I'd mention, I have my 2 stabilizer jacks down here. When I get to the site, I kind of guess what level will be like, and then I simply crank up the front jack so I'm on 3 points, so it's never going to wobble. and if I get it wrong, I crank it back down, adjust it, and crank it back up till it's level. Lastly, on the back side of the camper, we have they're just pipes, but they make a really good drying rack. Got 24 feet of hard drying rack that we can dry our clothes and towels and everything with. As far as the construction of the camper goes, it is all 3/4 inch pre-finished plywood, pocket screwed together, and then you may have saw the 2x2 ribs inside that give me a support for the roof. The roof is 1/4 inch simple plywood that we bent and molded to create sort of the shell, and then it's just painted with real heavy-duty paint. It is all held down by the straps that you saw, and it comes off quite easily, and it actually hangs in the ceiling of our garage on 4 pulleys and an electric shop hoist. So it doesn't use up my trailer. I'm able to use my trailer for a whole bunch of other stuff. So that's how we do it, and it works really well. It's extra simple, extra fun, extra lightweight, extra cheap, and we do real well with it. Thanks for watching. Okay.